Yeah, that would be helpful if you want to line up behind the mic, then I don't have to chase people around the room. Yes, sir.
Yes, my name is Michael Chu, and I'm with Activists for Truth. And I want to know how we can really go about getting some serious issues resolved for us the Benghazi situation. Because we have a lot of people that's trying to do all we can to get this out, get the media on it. Because we feel as though if you put it out there and you come together and seriously ask some questions, and seriously get some people behind you, we can get some questions answered to get this resolved.
Sure. I'd like to defer to perhaps one of these other gentlemen, since you've heard quite enough from me.
I think the way to get this thing rolling is with a select committee. I mean, the fact of the matter is you've got 5 committees that don't coordinate with each other, don't talk to each other, and aren't even aware of what each other is doing until they finally get ready to put the paper together, and by then the hearings are all done. Plus the fact these committees have lots of other things on their plate. So the fact of the matter is, maybe they can spend a little time on Tuesday thinking about it, and it may be a week and Thursday later before they can even return to it, because they've got lots of other things. A select committee would be able to focus directly. It would be able to subpoena people. It would be able to compel witnesses. I believe, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it can hold them in contempt, and we can end up with perjury charges for those who end up lying to them. Now, that would have to be pursued under the court. But I think that's what you're going to have to do to get this off dead center, because right now it really looks like talking points. Ken, do you have an idea?
I actually don't know the full scope of what the select committee can do in terms of witnesses, but I'd like to echo what Russ just said. If you can imagine having a whole bunch of different organizations that have a whole bunch of projects in their inbox to deal with, and the Benghazi investigation is just one of those items. The select committee would be targeted. It would have no other mission other than to focus on full-time the investigation of what happened at Benghazi. And I would like to follow up also, there have been some questions raised about the House leadership, that there may be an effort, but the reason for covering and keeping this select committee from going forward is because there is some negative information about the House leadership. Now, we don't know if that's true, but those questions are out there, and we need to address them, and I think that the House leadership should address them, and I think, honestly, the select committee should be addressing them.
And Michael, to your point, your question I think also had to do with what can we do. I think the general call to arms can be effected through telephones, through emails. Call Pete's office, call other representatives, call your Senate reps. Keep the pressure on Washington and let them know that this is important to you. Any other?
Call your friends and family, get them to call.
Yeah.
At the end of the deal tonight, we'll give you all the contact info for doing that. But that's exactly right. That's what we can do. If each of you as an employer tonight decides that that's what you want your employee to do, you just need to let them know. Sir.